everybody, it's Jenny, and today I'm sharing a Valentine's tag using the supplies from the Not Too Shabby Valentine's Day box, which you can find at nottoshabbyshop.com. And if you wanted a closer look at everything that comes in that bundle, I will link my unboxing video below. So to start, I used the die that came in the box and cut the word love from some pink cardstock. And I'm just trying to measure out the best size for the tag, which I'm going to cut from a piece of white Nina cardstock, which ended up being about 3 by 6 inches. Then I'm just going to measure in from each edge about 3/4 of an inch, and then trim those off to make the base of my tag. For my pattern paper, I brought in the new paper pad from Not Too Shabby called My Sweet Valentine. I started pulling out some of my favorites and then ended up going with the dotted pattern. I also brought in more of the pink cardstock that I used to cut the word love from, and a piece of white glitter cardstock. And then, to start decorating, I brought in the My Sweet Valentine coordinating ephemera. I played around with the layout of the pieces and even switched out my pattern paper a couple of times until I decided to cut the word love from blue cardstock instead so that it stood out a little more against the busy pattern. Here it looks like I finally decided on the pattern paper I was going to stick with, but you'll see that changes again at the last minute. But in the meantime, I'm going to trace my tag base onto the glitter cardstock and then trim that out and then glue that onto my base. Next, I took the pink cardstock and traced the tag onto that one more time, but then trimmed it down a 1/4 inch smaller so it would leave me with a 1/8 inch border. And then just for something a little different, I cut off the top part of the tag on the second layer so that it was just a rectangle. And then I did the same thing for the pattern paper to create my topmost layer. Then with the same cardstock pieces, I added to the top of my tag, leaving a white border to match the rest. Once I had all my pieces how I wanted them, I glued them all down using some Tombow liquid glue. Next, I brought out my collection of ribbons and picked one that matched with my tag, which ended up being this satin white ribbon with little pink X's and O's that I got from Dollar Tree. Next, I used a hole punch to create the hole at the top of the tag, and then I cut about 6 inches of ribbon and fed it through the hole. I adjusted the ribbon until I was happy with it and then trimmed off the ends at an angle. And for the last step, I used these little shaker sequin bits that I got in the Valentine's box as well, and added 5 of them across the front of my tag, using more liquid glue to keep them in place. And that finishes up my Valentine's tag using the Valentine's Day box from Not Too Shabby. Again, if you're interested in taking a closer look at everything that comes in the Valentine's Day box, I'll link that video below, as well as all the products I used for this tag, which you can find at nottoshabbyshop.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!